extends about 25 miles with several viewpoints and a few attractions that I'm excited to visit. So this formation is called Duck on a Rock, and it took me a little bit to understand, but that is a very chubby duck. Right, so I'm currently at Grandview Point, which is the park's premier panoramic view and also the hardest trail to do. And because it's so icy and I have barely an hour, I'm only going to try to go down like a quarter of a mile. But the view here is amazing. You can see all this snow behind me. So the trail is super steep, and even with my crampons, I'm a little bit nervous about falling. But as you can see, the Colorado River here carves out the canyon. You can see the entire thing. So a lesser known fact about the canyon is that there are actually ores under here, which isn't that surprising, but right here in this area used to be a copper mine before tourism took over. There's actually a rich reserve of uranium under the canyon as well. The manual was right about this trail being quite steep, and with all this ice I definitely had to use all fours, so just gonna stop here and climb back up so I don't leave too late. But it's nice just to appreciate this solitary beauty. Taking a snack break at a viewpoint, and I want to get out of the car, but this crow is scaring me. Right, I'm appreciating the last half hour of being here, getting a really good view of the river from this angle, and our last destination is Desert View and this watchtower right here. So my time at the Grand Canyon is drawing to a close, and it's such a great time hiking and learning about the cultural heritage, ecosystems, and geology of the Grand Canyon. And now I'm driving along Arizona 64 on my way to a town called Page, Arizona, where I'll be making a few stops at Horseshoe Bend and a place called Antelope Canyon, which I'm sure you've seen on some screens.
Don't go, so don't wait down the holiday road. Holiday road.
So I just parked my car at an overlook just 15 miles outside of where I want to go, and this view is quite unbelievable. Let me get out of the car and try to zoom in. So we're actually going towards the north rim of the Grand Canyon, which isn't open for visitors during the winter time. But yeah, it just gives you an idea of how big this canyon is. Alright, so I'm hiking towards Horseshoe Bend, which is a tourist attraction that's been hugely popularized via social media in the past year. And it's really created problems for the local community. Okay, so the crowds weren't really my thing, and I wanted to have lunch here. So I hiked over down there and then came up because the sandstone is really grippy and easy to walk on, and there was a Jack in Box in town, and I've never tried it before, but have heard the hype surrounding it, and I promise I usually don't eat this much crap food in a week. But since I'm here and there are Jack in the Boxes in Arizona, I'm excited to try it. I got their well-known tacos and a burger, so ready to eat like 1,000 calories right now. Antelope Canyon right now on a little tour, and the lighting here is just perfect right now. Look at that.
Oh yeah, this is where the most expensive photograph ever taken was taken in here. It was taken by a photographer named Peter Lick. It was called the Phantom. It sold for $6.5 million about 6 years ago. You ever go to Las Vegas, go to the Venetian, it's got a gallery in there, you can see all these photos. There's a photographer that took all these screensavers from the Microsoft Windows.
My Airbnb is super cute. The theme of the room is Wild Wild West, and it's got this mountain wallpaper as a background. So I really am in Utah, as you can see, and I'm actually kind of curious, so going to flip through this.